Hello everyone, and welcome back to more hardcore Minecraft. A lot of things has changed, as you can see by the wall next to me. Yeah, I got carried away. I got very carried away with enchantments and some diamond tools. Yeah, I basically put up an entire enchanting table and got a wickedly awesome enchanted pickaxe. As you can see, it's got efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and of course fortune 3, which is what we're going to need for today's episode. Why? Because in today's episode, I want to go mining to get a full set of diamond armor and also have that diamond armor enchanted. Yes, because I was also making a map, as you can see here. This is a fully upgraded map. As fully upgraded as you can get. I've been exploring like absolute crazy. I already found I think I mentioned in the last episode that in that direction there's a Pillager Outpost, so I also put on a marker for it. But yeah, exploring this, it takes just hours just getting to the one edge of the map, because this is like a fully upgraded map. It's like I can't remember what the scaling is, hold on. The scaling is a 1x16, a level 4 map. This is insanely huge. Yeah, we're going to be going diamond mining. We're going to go mine diamonds like crazy. We currently have 7 diamonds in our chest, and we need about 24 to make a full set of diamond armor. So we just need about 17 more diamonds. So yeah, that shouldn't be too hard with Fortune 3, right? Right? I hope. Anyway, oh yes, before I forget, the channel has new channel art. Please go check it out. The drawing itself was done by a good friend of mine, FurryQ. Thank you very much for making it, if you're watching, FurryQ. And the coloring was done by me, because I don't know, it needed some color, so I just gave it some color. But I'm not the artist of that, so yeah. Just so that everyone knows that. Anyway, let's get on with this episode. Alright, before we continue on with the episode, we first have to play a little bit of catch-up, because a lot of things happened and I didn't realize that I wasn't recording, or that my recording had stopped. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, we survived an absolute disaster, and I'm absolutely really upset that I can't show any of it to you. So let's play a bit of catch-up real quick. So, we left off on the episode wanting to enchant our armor, and so the best way that I had decided to do that was just to go mining, get some XP. So I did, and it didn't work out very well for a while. So I decided otherwise. So I decided maybe I should go to the nether and mine nether quartz. So I came over to the nether portal that I had found in my adventures that was just out here in the open plains field. My house is just on the other side of those trees. So I went through into the nether to mine some nether quartz, but that didn't pan out very well either, because A, I couldn't find any nether quartz to mine, and B, there were just way too many enemies and I was just way too afraid without enchantments or anything else to protect myself properly. But supposing in the good news of things, we did find a nether fortress as well, as you probably already saw in the time lapse. I probably left it in. It's off in the direction behind me if you just go along with the torches. So I stopped by, killed a few blazes, got their blaze rods, and yeah, then I returned to the otherworld because I was way too scared to continue doing anything here because I had no enchantments. And lava would have killed me if I just fell in it, and there's plenty of gaps, as you can see, in which I could just accidentally fall in, and then that would be the end of it. So I then decided, well, return to the otherworld, return to my house, continue mining. It's the best option we have for XP. And upon returning to my lovely little home, I spotted a zombie villager. And of course, I led him over, I cut him up, and I turned him into a librarian who sold me mending for 1 emerald. So, naturally, I bought one mending book and I put it on my pickaxe. And I was like, well, yeah, this is good. I can trade up with him later, but I still need XP. And then I decided to make the biggest mistake that led to the biggest disaster I can ever imagine. So, to get that XP, I decided to head in that direction. Now, to anyone who remembers the map I made, in that specific direction, there is a Pillager Outpost. And that would be the bane of my life. Let me explain. So, upon my arrival here, I decided to mine, not kill any pillagers. I decided to mine, because there is a cave system right below this Pillager Outpost. And there's also a spawner below it, which is interesting. But the thing I didn't realize about these outposts is they don't ever stop respawning pillagers. They just continuously spawn them. So I was constantly being attacked by pillagers, so I couldn't really do much mining. So I did what any normal person would, and I decided to just go elsewhere. But before I did do that, I found one of those guys. The guy with the flag, which is probably the most dangerous of them all. What did I do? I killed him. What did I get? I got the bad omen effect. Now, normally I wouldn't have been bothered by that if I had known. Well, ow. Now, normally I wouldn't have been bothered by the bad omen effect, but unfortunately, something happened that I didn't know would happen. I returned to my house, and so upon my return, something happened that I didn't even think was possible to happen. Now, normally a raid would only start in a village, which I assumed. No, it's not actually that's not actually true. When I returned, because of this one singular villager that I have, a raid had started. Now, me being, of course, being absolutely scared of everything, was even more terrified of a raid that had to happen here. So, an incredibly disastrous fight ensued. I lost my diamond helmet in the process. I had to watch a zombie villager. No, I had to watch a zombie use a totem of undying in front of me, which was insane. And then at the end of the day, I lost the villager. He just simply despawned, or somehow he died. I don't know. I covered that entire thing up behind me with cobblestone to prevent anything from even being able to get in there. But somehow they did. I'm assuming I think it's the Vindicator that spawns those tiny little guys that fly around with swords that can pass through blocks. I think they're called Vexes, I think. They must have flown through and killed my villager. But the second that happened, the raid just ended and they all just despawned. And then I was left sad and without a villager that sells me mending. I was upset, I was sad, but I had to move on. There was nothing I could have done about it. But the nice part is, as you can see, we managed to get our own Totem of Undying, which is awesome. We actually have two. There's another one in one of these chests somewhere. But besides that, it made me realize how unprotected we are in our own home. That not even the villager was safe. So, in order for such things to never happen again, we have to make sure that we are as protected as I can possibly get us. So, I guess playing catch-up is now officially done. So we can now just return to normal, and I can actually show everyone my incredibly insane armor that I worked tirelessly for. And if you're wondering where that villager comes from, I had to go find another villager and kill that one, because I lost the previous one. So, we're not going to be losing him again. Not on my watch. Not this time. We're going to defend him with everything we've got. So, our armor, we've got protection on essentially everything. And we got incredibly lucky with the boots, with getting Depth Strider 3, plus the helmet that we got Aqua Affinity on. We got mending on practically everything. So, we won't easily be dying anytime soon. We better not. Not with all this protection. I also decided to enchant my axe, and I also gave it Smite 5 because I believe somewhere behind me right now there is a mineshaft, and in one of the loot chests I found a Smite 5 book. So yeah, that was pretty fun. So I decided to put that on my axe because on my sword is sharpness, and you can't put sharpness and smite on the same weapon. So my axe is for dealing with the undead, and my sword is for dealing with everything else. Simple. Right. So our plans for the episode has changed. I was going to be building a nice pathway going out that way to our nether portal. That was the original plan. And unfortunately, that plan has fallen through. We need to protect our base. We have to protect it with everything we've got. So, I'm going to be going into a time lapse, and then in the time lapse, I'm going to be building up a nice wall to go around my base. Then I'm going to fix up the base. I'm going to finish the house because it's not exactly finished yet. I'm going to fix up our garden. I'm pretty much going to fix up everything and complete our starter base all the way, including the wall and the lighting, so you could stand out here with no armor and have no worry of dying. Simple. So, let's get this started. So our time lapse is done, and I hope everyone likes the new changes that has happened. We've got a nice wall going around where we live, except for the two gateways, which I'm not really sure. Well, I know where this one behind me is going to go, but I don't know where this one's going. We'll figure that out. I also added some trees. They're not very pretty trees per se. They're just trees that function as, well, exactly what a tree does. They're actually for lighting, which I use these glowberries for. I've only got two at the moment, because I don't know where I can shove more in. We've also got a nice little safe spot for where we can do all our smelting, and we can store all our items. And yes, I use glow squid ink because I had some. I had some from my many adventures out into the mines. You can clearly see that I haven't put on all of them because I don't have that much glow squid ink. We'll find more eventually. But this is all our stuff. It's all organized into the chests. And we also found a new villager while we were busy with our cleanup of our area. So yeah, I'm going to turn him into a farmer. And then we're going to get a villager breeder going. Because we're going to need way more villagers. Especially for unbreaking. Because all our stuff doesn't have unbreaking yet. So yeah. So, I hope everyone enjoyed this wonderful, disastrous episode. I hope to see everyone in the next one, because I've got big plans coming in the next one. So, if you enjoyed the video, please press the like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please. If you've watched this point of the video, how are you not subscribed? I'll see everyone in the next episode.